All right, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I'd like to introduce to you Celebration Bowl Executive Director John Grant, along with Tim Zalowski, Chief Revenue Officer for AMB Sports and Entertainment. Gentlemen.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Thank you. I was wondering if you were all asleep here or not. We're delighted to be here today on behalf of the Cricket Celebration Bowl and with our partner, AMB, I want to say this right, Tim, AMB Stadium, Inc., is that right?
Sports and Entertainment.
Sports and Entertainment. So we're here to announce to you that this year, we're just announcing a new 6-year extension for the Cricket Celebration Bowl to be hosted here at this beautiful venue, Mercedes-Benz Stadium. We're delighted to be partnered again with the Mercedes-Benz Stadium family, and our good friend Tim Zalowski and his team have been wonderful with us over the last 6. And so announcing the new 6-year deal here will bring the Cricket Celebration Bowl to a world-class venue to showcase world-class talent on this wonderful stage. So just wanted to announce that to you today and turn it over to my friend Tim here for any additional comments.
First and foremost, it is our pleasure to obviously announce what the 6-year extension. John and the team at the Celebration Bowl and ESPN have been outstanding partners with our organization, and it gives us great pride to host the first game in the college bowl season each year with the Celebration Bowl taking place here, the Cricket Celebration Bowl. So we set out at Mercedes-Benz Stadium to bring the best events from around the world to Atlanta. We function either as the heartbeat of Atlanta, or if you come in here as a fan for any of our events, we try to welcome you home. And there's not a better way to do so than the partnership we have with John Grant, the folks at ESPN, and the Celebration Bowl. So, John, thank you very much for the commitment you've had to our enterprise for the next 6 years. We look forward to an exhilarating match tomorrow with a sold-out capacity and many more years of it to come.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Here we are. Questions here in the back, guys.
Congratulations, John. Lute Williams from the Black College Sports page. This is not specifically about it. This is a related question about the capacity, the sellout. Can you talk about how many tickets you have sold, how many tickets are available? Is there any plan perhaps to at some point open the entire stadium? Just to talk about that.
Well, we've configured the capacity, and that was always our intent from the very beginning, to the capacity that the stadium set for the original Atlanta United configuration, and that was around 45,000 or so.
That's correct.
Correct. And so that's how we will have the game set going forward. That's always been our intent, to create a sellout and to really concentrate the fans in a good field that this stadium provides. So we've reached that goal. We opened up standing room seats, or standing room tickets earlier this week, and that'll be our capacity, and we're happy that we're able to reach that.
So regardless, going forward, there's no opportunity. I mean, with the big crowds that have been drawn over this last year, no idea that at any point that you would open the entire.
Well, sellout are two great words, aren't they? And so until we feel and believe that we can say that at the next level, we don't see that in the foreseeable future unless we realize that the fans will really make it to that point. We like the fact that at the numbers we have, it puts us in the top tier of all bowl games. And as an FCS bowl, and being in the top, say, 97% of bowls in attendance, we're in a very good spot with that.
Ken Rashad, HBCU Sports. With respect to the new agreement, the 6-year agreement, can you share the financial details of the agreement and how that might impact each of the conferences involved?
We'd rather not discuss the internal workings of that. I mean, I can tell you that our relationship with the stadium and our partnership is one that gives us an opportunity to make sure that we are providing the best value and successful investment in the participating conferences and teams.
can you at least indicate if the financial impact on both of the conference is greater than it had been previously?
Yes, it is greater, and it will increase going forward into next year, and it increases over the term of the agreement with the conferences.
To your right.
Vicki Jones with VMH Magazine. What were the deciding factors for a 6-year extension or contract?
Well, look, our agreement with the conferences we just announced earlier this year was a 6-year term. And it was important for us when we met with our partners to discuss that we have the terms with the agreement here match the terms we have with the conference, so that they both will expire at the same time, and any extensions we have will then match going forward.
And if I could add from our perspective, with having a great partner in the case of ESPN and John, it only makes sense for Mercedes-Benz Stadium, right, to have, again, the historically black college championship here in Atlanta. It just fits with who we are. So, frankly, the term was whatever the term they wanted it to be to a certain degree.
Thank you.
Anthony Patterson with the AJC. I know building up for the Celebration Bowl, a lot of it was to, get more publicity, get them on national stage, get them on a broad network like ESPN to play. Has there been any discussion on possibly in the future of the 6-year extension moving the game time to a more evening time or switching up the times?
Actually, the time slot that we're in is the best time for the bowls because we're first. And if you watch Talladega Nights, Ricky Bobby says if you're not first, you're last. And so being in this position, in this time slot, we have no competition in the sports window. So that gives us a chance to really maximize the audience. It gives us an opportunity to, again, utilize this beautiful venue in a way that will allow, if they have a game the next day, say the Falcons were playing at home, they still have the opportunity to convert the building, et cetera. So it just works out in a very positive way for everyone involved.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Okay.
We got them all.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right, if you could please silence your cell phones. Thank you, Coach. We have Jackson State University head football coach Dion Sanders. We ask that you again please state your media affiliation along with your name prior to asking a question. Coach, if you don't mind, we'll open it up with a opening statement from you, and once you're done, we'll open the floor for questions.
1 second.
You got it.
Just wrote a note to myself the other day that I got to remember. How's everyone?
Good, Coach.
First of all, I'm thankful. I'm elated. I'm happy. I mean, unbelievably blessed week. Wonderful honor. This gentleman right here has been outstanding. When I tell you that this is really, truly a bowl game, I was blessed to attend 4 bowls at my tenure at FSU. And this, if I say this is the best one, they're going to think I'm trying to hate on FSU, especially with the recent actions. But this has been a great bowl week. It's unbelievable. I can't wait, and I'm excited about the game. That's my opening statement. Appreciate all you for coming here. I really do. I appreciate it. I really do. I'm pretty sure we hadn't had this type of involvement in the past, and I'm thankful and I'm elated to be addition to provoke this type of change that we're seeing right now. Let's do this.
Coach, we'll start in the back, standing up.
Coach Sanders, Tolly Carr with HBCU Game Day back on the riser. Right
Here you go.
Hey,
My man.
Good.
How you doing, sir?
Great. Powerful week with recruiting and Travis Hunter, and just we've all seen that. I'm wondering for you, the amount of power that gave him and that he showed the country, and the amount of power that Jackson State and other HBCUs are starting to show. What does it mean for you to be involved with people and a movement that becomes bigger than themselves and they start to see that power?
Well, I'm pretty certain that this is why I'm here. I'm pretty certain this is why God led me to Jackson State University, to HBCU, to the SWAC. I'm pretty certain that's why. I tried to tell you, nobody wanted to listen. You thought I was just running the mouth. And it was not that. I truly believe. We stand by that word, I believe, and we truly believe that it's going to be a change. Everything I've done in my life, I provoke change. Why not now? You think I was just going to be a head coach and there's no change and we continue to do the same foolishness that we've done? We're not going to do that anymore. It's a systemic cancer that we got to get rid of. We got to stop. We got to stop. We got to change every darn thing that we can possibly do. This is a new kid. This is a new generation. This is a new thing. And we got to be open to change. And that's all we've done at Jackson State with the help of our beloved AD, Ashley Robinson. We provoke change in every aspect of the word.
Macy O'Hare, Next Level Sports and Entertainment. First and foremost, welcome back home, Coach Sanders.
Amen. Thank you for that.
My question, from the spring up into this process, getting your team here to the Celebration Bowl, talk about the things that you guys had to do to make that change that you're talking about.
We had to
now.
get rid of a lot of players. We had to get rid of a lot of people that wasn't like-minded. We had to get rid of a lot of people that wasn't ready, that didn't believe, that didn't have the ability. They weren't smart, tough, fast, nor disciplined, or neither did they have character. So we had to clean house. And once we cleaned house and got the certain young men inside the house, we start to develop. We start to enhance and enlighten and inform. And here we go. But we really had to clean house. I'm thankful for the spring. You have no idea how blessed we are that we had the spring football season. That changed the game for us at Jackson State.
Into the back, Coach, sitting down.
Yes, good afternoon, Coach. This is Dwayne Nash from the Yard HBCU Sports and Hero Sports. I actually have a philosophy question. I know you probably won't give me but so much detail, being that you have a game tomorrow, but this is more so leading back to the SWAC championship game. I noticed that you guys ran the ball a little bit more than you normally do. Was that necessarily a philosophy change going into the game? Or was that a thing that you noticed Prairie View's defense and you guys made adjustments for that?
Well, the game plan dictated that, and their tendencies dictated that. Mississippi Valley had a tremendous amount of success against Prairie View with the run. So we wanted to emulate that they were successful. There's no reason to recreate the wheel. They already done it. Now, they were dropping 8 quite a bit, which posed us a tremendous problem when it's 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9, 3rd and 10, and we were playing behind the chains instead of in front of the chains. And it presented our line as well as our quarterback with some problems. But we take what we get. We study our butts off. Our coaches, especially our coordinators, they always devise a tremendous game plan that we're effective and efficient, and we try not to make mistakes, as well as our special teams. You got to understand, in those type of games also, our special teams are special.
In the back, Coach, on the riser.
Coach Reggie Chapman, 11 Alive TV here in Atlanta, Georgia. Coach, I just wanted to ask you, what is it like being back in the city of Atlanta? Obviously, be able to play here. You spent some time here as well. So what is it like being back, and what does it mean to you?
Just the opportunity to come back for the Celebration Bowl was tremendous. That was one of our goals that we strived for because we knew it was right here in Atlanta. You got to understand where I started. To be back, not only to be back with my 2 sons and the entire football team. And with Jackson fans, alumni, friends, loved ones, and everybody on my back, I love it. I absolutely love it. Now, I hadn't had the opportunity to get out and about because we've had some wonderful things. What do I call it? You've devised some wonderful experiences. There you go. Thank you, sir. Some wonderful experiences we've had. So I hadn't needed or desired to get out and about to check out the city much. It's changed a lot. I know that. Tremendous positive change, though.
Right here in the front, Coach.
Coach Prime, James Hill with BNC Sports. Can you talk about the renewed interest and spotlight on HBCU football? It's been here since the 1890s. You're back. A lot of guys are coming back home, so to speak, and a lot of guys never left. Just talk about this for even an 8-year-old child who was looking.
I like that. You're going to take me to one of the points I wanted to make today. Over the last 20 years, over 26 players from the SWAC have been drafted into the NFL. Of those 26, only 4 have been first, second round. But you got to understand, that's why the eyeballs are gone. They're not here because of the talent level and the lack thereof of scouting and recruiting and understand what the SWAC possesses. Now check this out. Between 1960 and 99, however, 196 players were drafted, with 55 of them going in the first or second rounds. That's what we're trying to do. What happened? Is the problem with us, or is it with the scouts, or with the league? I was just told by a person, good ranking in the NFL, that we only had 6 draftable players this year, and that's absurd. That's idiotic. I played 14, let me say it like I said. I played 14 years in the NFL, and I worked another 14 to 15 years in NFL Network. So close to the owners, executives, and the television aspect of it. And I know talent when I see talent. Every weekend that I'm coaching on that sideline, not only the dogs that I have, I'm watching kids on opposing teams that can flat out play. And you're going to tell me with my eyes, my sight, my vision, with my accolades that there's only 6 players in the SWAC that are draftable? You got to be crazy. And if that happens, we need to show up and show out. That's absurd.
In the back, Coach.
Good afternoon, Coach Prime. Naaman Richardson, No Limits, No Boundaries, LLC. Speak more on, you spoke about the experience and the cancer that's previously been in the HBCU network. Can you speak on?
I didn't say cancer.
The cancer involving your program. I heard you mention cancer earlier.
I said cancer?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Say that again?
The cancer in college football.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Make sure you separate that.
I got you, I got you, Coach.
Yeah.
But
thank you.
But you're speaking about experiences with your players here. But what does that mean for your program and specifically HBCU athletes off the football field and moving forward outside of college?
Well, if they've had persons come in to speak about financial literacy and so forth, and they've done a wonderful job with just enlightening and educating our players. really they're doing what we do as well. So that's wonderful when you got a second voice to add in on that dream and that promise. I'm not crazy. I'm not thinking 95 or even 50% of these guys are going to go into the NFL. I know better than that, but we can be professionals. And that's what this experience is about being a professional. We've done some tremendous things this week. We've done some tremendous things before we got here, and I want us to continue to do some tremendous things thereafter. But this is truly a goal, especially once we've come, that we want to come back. And the only way you can do that is win and to be dominant. And we plan on doing that. Thank you, sir.
Second row, coach, the back.
My man.
Good to see you again, Coach. Inside the I think it's on. It's on. Yep, thank you. This is Kenyatta Cavill inside the HBCU Sports Lab, Dr. Cavills. Wanted to ask you in terms of the balance between the bowl experience and a championship game, playing at the highest level. How do you come in this game? Is there a balance?
A championship game? What championship game? Because we won a couple championship games so far. So which ones are you talking about?
I'm going to tell you, your championship game at the highest level, the
You mean-
Bowl, the
oh,
SWAC
you mean
championship
me
game.
personally?
Yeah, and as a coach, how do you
This
go in
is
that
different,
mentality
man.
with that?
This is different. This is a whole lot different. It was definitely rewarding. You talking about the Super Bowl, dog? That's come on now. That was truly tremendously rewarding because that's something you dream of. I didn't dream of going to the Pro Bowls. I didn't dream of those type things. I wanted to play in the Super Bowl. That's unbelievable. But to flip it and to be coaching in a game of this magnitude, that's a whole nother deal. The thing that bothers me is I can't play. That, when the kickoff is about to approach and I'm getting that energy leading up to the game and I'm ready and I take the walk with my son like we always walk and talk and get our minds together, I'm ready to play. And I can't. Therefore, I'm living vicariously through these wonderful young men that we have in Jackson State University. But as a coach, outweighs all of that.
To the back, coach, far left.
Blake Levine, WJTV out of Jackson. You talked a lot about, what you've built, when it comes to football culture in the SWAC, HBCU football. But there was a report that came out that you brought $30 million to the city of Jackson. And a lot of people that come up to me in Jackson talk about what you've done for the city outside of just football. Can you talk a little bit about that?
I think we brought more than 30. I'm just wondering where is our cut. I just want to funnel something to the program of Jackson State University football program, okay? I read that. That was a blessing. That's tremendous what we're able to do, the attractability that we have, and just the environment that we've created in Jackson. We want the environment to be much safer. We're working on that, and police staff and force and the deputies and sheriffs, everybody, we're working on that, and we're attaining that. It's wonderful, man. I truly am thankful for that staggering number. But I would like for some of that to come to the program and help us secure some of these top flight kids in the housing, food and nutrition, weight room, and et cetera, so we could continue to do what we've been doing. That's a blessing.
We got time for three more, coach. One to your right.
Thank you.
How does it feel to coach your children? Do they feel any pressure? Do they feel like you're too hard on them? Do they feel like you're too soft on them? Because I know they feel the pressure having a coach and a father of your magnitude.
Right.
How do you handle that?
How you feel, son? You say you feel good. I've coached my kids their whole entire life. The things that you don't know is that I've coached them in every sport their entire life. So when I went down with the mess that I went down with for 3.5 weeks or close to a month, he had never played a game without me being there. Never in his life, in any aspect. Therefore, when I came back to the Southern game, that explained the embrace that we shared. He came to the hospital and he said, "Daddy, I need you back." So Daddy was going to do everything he could to make sure I was back. to that game, and lo and behold, he throws the game winning touchdown. Shiloh had the game clinching interception, and I look up at the scoreboard and we have 21 points. If that ain't God, I don't know what it is. So that was remarkable, but that explains the embrace that we had. I'm tough on my kids, but if you come and watch us practice a play and you know which son is mine without the Sanders on their back, there's a problem with me, because I don't treat them no worse. I don't treat them no better. I treat all the kids differently, because I don't treat them all the same. I'm not going to lie about that. I don't do it because you can't. Some kids you got to yell at. Some kids you got to talk to. Some kids you got to look at. Some kids you got to hug. Some kids you got to love. Some kids you got to just get in their butts 24/7. And I understand the composite of my team. So I'm a different type of father, but I just want my kids to be smart, tough, fast, and disciplined with character. That's what I demand, and I don't fluctuate from that.
Right here in the front.
Coach Prime, Rick Henry, WIS-TV, Columbia, South Carolina. So many times you see superstar athletes who are maybe not successful coaches because maybe they don't have the patience and they can't relate to it not coming as easy as it did to them. How are you able to make that transition and to be successful so soon, too?
Because this is who I am. See, you seeing me on a large stage right now, and I'm thankful for the accolades, but you didn't see me when I was coaching youth ball and we was laying out our uniforms the night before when he was 6, when he was 5, playing with the 7-years-old, right? You didn't see us when we migrated and had my Truth League that our first tryout, we had 1,200 kids. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13, 14, and we traveled all over the country. You didn't see us when I was at the Hall of Fame speaking eloquently at that. We had 6 or 7 buses that we took our kids there, and we played in 3 different cities. So you didn't see me with the toil and the ignorance and adolescence targeted at me when I tried to develop a school in Texas. And you didn't see me once we moved to another school, then landed at the last school where we won 4 state titles consecutively. You ain't see all that. You just seeing Coach Prime now. But I've been that guy for years. You just negated to see it. And I'm thankful that you see it now, and you're acknowledging it. I promise you I'm so thankful, because we've touched a lot of lives, and we plan on touching a lot more lives. But I love what I do, and I do what I love. And some guys want to get into coaching. Coaching is already in me. I think that's the difference. Boy, that was good. Y'all should have clapped for that. Good, Prime. You go, Prime. You go. You go, Prime. Thank you. Coach, thank you in the back.
Last one, Coach.
Last one.
Coach Prime, Lute Williams from the Black College Sports Page. Congratulations for everything you've accomplished and all of you've done for Jackson State and HBCU sports. In the little time that you've been with us, congratulations on that.
Thank you, sir.
My question is about your vision. What's your vision? Where do you see Jackson State going in terms of, is Jackson State going to be beating Mississippi and Mississippi State? How long is it going to take?
I don't think down the street like that, because if I think about tomorrow, I'm going to miss today. I got to dominate today. I got to really focus on the day. I got to be relative and relevant, and I got to really put my mind and my focus on the day. I'm not going to look to tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to take care of itself. But for right now, as for me and Jackson State, you've seen one recruit. We wanted him to get all the shine, all the glory, and every darn thing he deserves. Don't think we don't have nothing else in the chamber, all right? we're just waiting, but we're filling the needs that we have on our team. You may not think we have needs, but we do have needs that we must fill, because we want to be great. We're beating teams now, but we want to be dominant. And the way we become dominant is adding and practicing and understanding these kids that love the darn game. We want them to go pro. We do. We want them to go pro on the field and off the field. But that starts on the practice field, and it starts with recruiting. And that's what we plan to do. But I appreciate that question, my brother.
We got them all, Coach. Thank you.
Hey, thank you. God bless y'all. I want y'all to write with passion and love and everything you got.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate you. All right, we've got Jackson State University players, Shador Sanders along with James Houston. We will immediately now open the floor up for questions. Please raise your hand and we'll get a microphone passed to you. We'll start with Luke.
Hello, young man. Congratulations for making it to the winning the championship in the SWAC and making it to the Celebration Bowl. Congratulations.
Thank
Shador, you should have won the Player of the Year, Offensive Player of the Year. James, this is for you. I saw one game after the game, you looked up in the stands and you said, "Oh my God, what is this? This is the greatest thing I've ever seen." Could you explain what your journey at Jackson State has been like over this past year?
It's been an extreme blessing. Just to be able to take part in this, take part in history. I ain't never been part of anything like this. This experience has just been crazy. When I looked up in the stands and I just seen 60,000 of our people up there, you know, it was a different feeling. I ain't never get to experience that. I ain't never get to see that. And it's something I feel like a lot of black men need to see, you know, because not everybody gets to witness, you know, that much love from our people. There's always constant hate and just constant things going on in our community. And when you get out there on the field and you see those people in that blue, man, it's a different feeling. So I just feel blessed to be in that situation.
Right here to the left.
Charles Bishop of the pregame show, and Dr. Cavill is inside the HBCU Sports Lab. Shador, let me ask this question. In regards to this season, was there a game or games where like a real light bulb came on where you really started seeing the field in a different way?
I would say specifically Alabama A&M. That was a game we had the most fire out of because we felt disrespected by that team a lot. So whenever you disrespect my pops, you disrespect the coaches and what we're trying to do here at Jackson State, then it's like we just have a different fire, different edge about us.
In the back there.
Good afternoon. Naaman Richardson, No Limit, No Boundaries, LLC. Question is for both of you. Either one of you can answer it. With the recruiting process, and you know, I'm pretty sure you guys had an opportunity to go to other schools. Think about or answer the question about your decision coming twofold now, and you guys being in the position that you're in, and that kind of thing, if you will.
So I was originally committed to FAU, and a couple weeks after that, that's when my dad got the job at Jackson State. So we was just walking around each other at the house, and I just got to the point where it was, all right, Pops, talk to me. Like, what is it? So then we sat down, we talked about it. He never recruited me doing it, though. Like, I was on the calls with the other coaches. I was already at the school, and then I just felt like it was the best situation for me. And my whole recruiting process, I wanted to go somewhere and play right away. I'm not going for go there, sit a year, learn from this guy. I feel like experience is the best thing in learning. So I knew regardless of wherever you go, you'll have the attention and have the spotlight wherever. So I just felt like this was the best place, and for our people too.
To your right here.
Kari Thompson, the Clarion Ledger. Shador, can you explain in your own words what's special about the HBCU experience?
I mean, you see it. You see just the fans, just everything coming to fold now. I just remember picturing walking to the empty stadium and just looking around, just praying, like not knowing what the season has to come. And the magnitude of everything we're doing now, it just really showed that God's real.
Oh, right here, Stephen.
Stephen Gaither, HBCU Game Day. Shador, you talk about the decision you made to come. You know, you were a four-star. You were the highest recruit at that point. Now you guys just got another young man that has committed to you all, who's highly rated. Just talk about, what it is. You know, you said you guys chose to come to Jackson State, and now he's chosen to come to Jackson State. What do you think it is that makes those young men who their father isn't the coach, what makes them want to come to Jackson State?
I mean, just seeing how real it is. I mean, you guys are teammates. It's not a relationship with my pops where, okay, I get special treatment and stuff like that. Like, I'm human too. Like, I'm a regular player too. So I feel like just the players and just teammates seeing how everything's so genuine and how down to earth our coaching staff and coaches is, and they understand what it's like to be one of us in our situation.
Right in the back.
Anthony Patterson with AJC. This is for Sanders. Obviously, you got a recruit at Hunter. I was just curious to know, what was the conversation like when he came to visit you guys, and what went into the TikTok dance that obviously went viral once he committed?
The TikTok, that's funny. I'm not a TikTok guy, honestly. I make my own like stuff. I don't really do dances. I'm not a dancer like that. So I was like, hey man, he want to make a TikTok. So I was like, all right, if I make this TikTok, you gonna commit, right? And then he made it. So right then and there, I knew he was coming to Jackson State.
In the back here. Oh, I'm sorry, in the back.
Tolly Carr with HBCU Game Day. Congratulations, both of you guys were voted the HBCU Game Day Players of the Year for offense and defense. So congratulations to that. Shadura, at Media Day, I asked you about environments and atmospheres, and you were like, "Yeah, I don't really do that. That's for the fans." I'm wondering now, being at the Celebration Bowl in a city that's special for your family, does the atmosphere have any special feeling for you here at Mercedes-Benz?
I mean, we're playing NFL Stadium, so I mean, we started the year in the NFL Stadium, and we're ending the year in the NFL Stadium. So, I mean, that's real important. But honestly, you can see just the games at the Vet, like how packed it is, and just the fans and the love. So it's like really the outside noise doesn't really get to us. We just gotta really just start fast. We know with James Houston, we know what he's gonna do. So we just gotta start fast, and everything's gonna be good.
Got the mic.
I think everybody came here and they just excited. You know, we in ATL playing in Mercedes-Benz Stadium, so I think everybody's just excited to go out there and go play. The Celebration Bowl is fairly new. People are starting to learn about it, and I think we starting to make our little run. This is kind of the start of our run that we'll be here for a while, and so really just getting used to it. You know, we're gonna be back and just have fun. You know, it's supposed to be a bowl game. It's supposed to be fun, and that's our last game. So just going out with a bang.
We definitely expected it though. That's the thing. Like we're not too over the top about just making it here, because I mean that's what guys like James Houston came here for. Like, so we didn't really have a chance to celebrate how we really wanted to, because we always had one more game. But this is it right here.
Got one more question here.
Kenyatta Cavill, Dr. Cavill's Inside HBC Sports Lab with Mike Watson and Charles Bishop. This is for both of you all. Beating your rivals, that's special. Winning a SWAC championship is special. In each of your framework, what makes this team special?
I honestly think it's everything, man. It's a mixture of everything. We got some special players here. We definitely got some special coaches here. And we got some special people in our community. And just the mix of everything, man, is creating this buzz that everybody wants to watch and everybody wants to be a part of. And it's a blessing that I'm here, man, because I felt it as soon as I took my visit here, man. I felt it right away. And I kind of threw it to the side at first just because it was an FCS school. You know, it was a lower school, but it was something I couldn't deny. And if you get to come around the program and get to experience any part of this program, you're going to feel it. Like, you're going to feel it right away. And I think that's probably the biggest thing that everybody takes away from this experience. It's a feeling. It's nothing you can really put into words. It's a feeling. So, yeah.
I think what's special is the players that we got here at Jackson State. We all collectively came in, and we didn't care about the facilities. We didn't care about any of that, because honestly, that's a big part in a decision, and that's a big part in, like, wherever you go to college, where you're going to play at. It's like just how nice is the facilities and the coaches and all that. So we sacrificed because I mean, it's no lie that our facilities isn't like up to par. We're doing our best right now, but that's the biggest thing. We all just knew we just got to sacrifice right now for later on. Everything's gonna be great.
Thank you, guys. We got them all. Thank you.